You guys, I want to share this story with you. It is absolutely horrifying. It's a little bit after midnight on Friday the 19th. Um, you guys on this channel don't know, but for the past week or so, I've been like revamping, rewinding, getting stuff cleaned up, arranged, getting stuff done. And doing basically a lot of technically homework, really. And you guys, I'm gonna tell you, this is so scary. So, and this is not the first time I've been scared about behaviors in this household or whatever, but so about 11 o'clock tonight, you know, I was laying here trying to wind down, trying to get myself to go to sleep because I got to get up early in the morning and I got a lot of errands to run. So I've been battling allergies real hard all day. All day long, I've been in between allergies and cleaning up and organizing. So about 11 o'clock or so, I hear there's an older white woman that stays here. If you've seen the movie, um, I forgot it was supposed to be a scary movie about this white boy, little white boy that raps, and they went to go visit their grandparents in the country or something. And it's an old white lady, and she reminds me so much of her. But let me tell you what happened. So I'm laying here, trying to make myself go to sleep. My allergies are kicking in real bad. The next thing I hear is something, 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 grumble, grumble, grumble. And she talks to herself a lot out there, so I don't think anything of it. Sometimes she's talking to her animals, arguing with the pets, and things like that. Then all I heard, sudden I heard her say, it's not, and this is the voice, it's not such and such. And she mentioned the male's name that stays here with his girlfriend. Then she said, it's not something, something. I couldn't make out the name. And you would think logically it would be the female's name. But it was like, it was unintelligible. I couldn't make it out. She said, it's Maria. I was like, what the freak? It scared the hell out of me. Now, let me tell you what happened just prior to this. Okay, so just prior to that, like I said, I was winding down my allergies, in between allergies and cleaning and organizing and planning and, just getting my personal life straight for my next endeavor. And in the meantime, I was like, okay, trying to find different ways to put myself to sleep. So I was like, maybe I'll watch a movie. Maybe it'd be fun to watch something scary. So, I started looking up The Purge 3 because I haven't seen that. And I was like looking up where it might be playing still. And it was still playing and stuff like that. So that's when, like I said, when I got to the point where, I started looking up, I was half in and out of sleep. That's when, I heard her saying, fussing to herself. And I was like, okay, fine. But normally, this late at night, she doesn't do that, not normally, but I don't pay attention because, it's usually like in the morning times. So then I'm like, okay, she says that, and I'm just like, okay. And I started joking to myself a little bit, like, okay, it's about to be the purge up in here, like this woman's crazy, it's about to be a purge, and there are crazy people here. So I'm like, okay, and I'm making a little half-hearted joke to myself about it. Then I'm like, okay, I need to go to the bathroom. So I get up to go to the bathroom. I grab my keys. And when I get up, I was just like, okay, let me find out what's going on because that was just really crazy. I've been in here all day. What the heck is going on? So, I start to go to the bathroom and I go knock on her door. And I'm like, hey, such and such, is everything all right? I heard you screaming and cursing and whatever. And she was like, oh, it's okay. And her whole attitude, her whole demeanor was completely different. It was like night and day. It was scary, okay? When I say scary, I mean scary. And she was just like, oh, everything's fine. I was like, she was like going up my spine just talking about it. So I was like, well, I heard you cursing and screaming and everything out here. I just want to make sure everything's okay. And she was like, it's such and such. And she was talking about the guy and her girlfriend, his girlfriend that live here. It's such and such. They keep saying it's you, but it's such and such. And she was like, you were right all along from the beginning. And I was like, okay, I don't know what she's talking about, but I'm like, all right. I'm like, no, no, no. Tell me what's wrong. Maybe I can help. And she was just like, it's 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 not you, it's them. So I was like, what the hell is going on? Okay. Now let me tell you a little bit of history here. So a couple days ago, the owner's girlfriend moved in. Well, she's been moved in, but a couple days ago she decided she was tired of the nastiness and filth of the house. She's gonna clean the refrigerator out, and kudos to her because it was disgusting. And again, assigning spaces to the fridge, and I've mentioned this a long time ago. And if he's not gonna back it up, it's just not gonna happen. So I left it alone. And oh man, this is some scary stuff. So, me and the because in the morning the lady, she was yelling and fussing, with the owner or whatever about, different stuff. And so I was like, all right. Then I heard her fuss about the fridge, and I was like, okay, great. This is an opportunity for clean up the fridge, and then, I want to make sure too, my stuff isn't getting tossed or whatever. So I went and I was like, I don't mind helping. So I started to help her clean. It was just nasty. It was really nasty. And she suggested the same thing I did, that she don't want everybody's stuff together, to keep it all separate, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. That's what I suggested in the beginning. And it's just the creepiest thing. So we got the refrigerator clean. I was happy. It looked good. And she divided everything up. Basically, my stuff was in the same place it was before. I just gave up like the crisper drawer because I wasn't really using it anyhow. And to be honest with you, I was just holding a little bit of space there just in case I need to put something there. Then what ends up happening is, okay, I'm finished. I go to take a shower. I come out of the shower, and the little old white lady, I mean, I have like maybe three things in the freezer, and she's like throwing stuff out of the freezer, throwing my stuff. And my first reaction was like, hey, don't touch my stuff, whatever, whatever. And then she raised her fist at me. And, I was standing there like, okay, I'm waiting for her to hit me because, you know, it's just one of those moments where you just stand there and you're like, okay, what's going on. And so, I explained to her, I was just like, it took a lot of time for me to put that stuff up there, and I was like, she was missing some chicken. She was looking for her chicken legs. And I was like, I don't touch anybody's stuff. I don't know what that is. But eventually she ended up finding it on the counter. Now, it scares me. I mean, all of this is just creepy to me. I mean, just really creepy. So, my goodness. So fast forward back to tonight. So, so I'm asking her, I'm just like, is it the refrigerator? Because I'm thinking, and this all started with, it's scary, you guys. This all started with the girl, that other girl that lives with her boyfriend. She was like, she would suggest stuff to her, and she would just like, whatever she say, follow. The same thing with like the owner. And this is creepy. It gives me chills, just really chills, real bad. But so then, I asked the girl, I was just like, the older white lady, if there's anything I could do. And she was just like, no, everything's fine. And I was like, but you're scaring me. And she was like, oh, you're so sweet. And I was like, no, I'm not joking. I'm serious. You're really scaring me, because her, just to flip things. And then she just said, it's not such and such, it's such and such. It's Maria. And then when I go to talk to her, she's like all sunshine and whatever. And then she's just like, no, it's such and such and such. Like, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm thinking to myself, you know, that the owner is here, and he might say that he didn't hear anything, but you know, you can't help but to hear. But lo and behold, it turns out that the owner wasn't here the whole time. So it was just me. You know what I'm saying? Me and the older white lady, and then the couple was outside, and I guess they overheard. And the girl is the one that leads that couple, okay? So they overheard her say, oh, it's such and such and blah, blah, blah. So then after I leave and go in my room, the girl, the black girl, she's really kind of she has this thing, she's very, it's something about her. She has a way of, um, I don't know what it is, like the negative version of the Jedi effect, where she can just get people to do whatever. And so she walks into her. So I don't know, this is craziness. So she walks over there, and she's talking to her in low tones and stuff. And all I know is, at this point, I'm scared to death. I'm like, okay, I need to get my stuff out of the refrigerator. You know what I mean? And then I'm just like, okay, but if I get it out, where am I going to put it? So I just take everything out, and I kind of reorganize to see if I can shrink it down. And I don't have anything in there but like maybe two kimchi jars and a big homemade salad dressing bottle that I have. And that's it. And maybe a little thing of garlic, fresh garlic, and some lime, and a little bottle of curry sauce. That's all I have in the fridge. And so, I'm just kind of trying to compact it down, and, keep in mind I'm looking a mess because I have allergies when laying around all day. So, then the boy that's with the girl, the white boy, back and forth. And it's like what I noticed like from the beginning, um, oh, it's scary, guys. But anyhow, so the girl goes in there and she starts talking to her, and I don't know what happened if the woman threw up or she was tossed. I don't know. She was cleaning something up off the floor for the lady, and then all of a sudden the lady's like, "God bless you, God bless you, God bless you," and such and such and such. And she's like ranting and raving in her room, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" It's crazy. So it was just the craziest thing. And so I just continued to try to condense my stuff. It wasn't nothing to condense. So then I started like wiping down the counter, and the kimchi smells real strong. So I got bleach and got some, um, had a bleach solution and some Febreze type smelling stuff. And I wiped the counters down. And I was like, man. And that's not even half of it. If I tell you, I'm scared to speak on some of the stuff. So if I tell you the whole story, it would be like, what the freak? Like going back to the beginning. But like I said, I just started being here more because, as you guys know, well, you guys on this channel don't know, but I left, the place that I was working. Every so often, I think it's God's doing it. This is God's doing too, but it's creepy, you guys. I mean, like, it's scary. I don't even know. I'm not even saying everything, you know, that goes with it. I'm just saying what happened. And like I said, the owner wasn't even here. Like a while after. And then the thing about it was I would have been laying in here chilling. But the thing about it was that then the owner came in afterwards and I heard him moving around. And I got up, whatever, to put the rest of my stuff up, you know. And like I said, if she hadn't done all that, I wouldn't have gotten up. And then I have to be careful too because like the power play, like if the person realized that my sentiment is like to help somebody, that's how I got pulled in the first time. So I just need to mind my own business. Don't, you hear your name. If you ain't had nothing to do, if you ain't did nothing, you stay in your room and you just be still. But on the other hand, you still need to kind of know what's going on. But at this point, I know like that girl can make up anything. That stuff's scary. It's scary to me. I really, you know, I don't know. And even now, it feels weird. Like, I'm talking low, but like, the place is like dead, dead quiet. I mean, just, um, I don't know. I just wanted some kind of way to document what happened tonight. But like I said, the owner came in afterwards, so he wasn't even here. I was thinking that he was here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just like, somebody else heard this craziness, but he wasn't here. Only that girl was here. She was outside. And so she came in after. The lady was just like, no, it's such and such and such, to make sure that you know, she's very, she's good at managing perceptions and like manipulating people and stuff. And it's just, I don't even know what the whole situation is. I don't even deal with those folks like that, but I really don't want nothing to do with them at all. That's scary. And like, because I've been working for the past 4 months or whatever, like I gotten used to, speaking to people and doing this, that, and the other. And so I bring that cheerfulness back home. But I realized that, again, you can't do that. You cannot, because those people, um, I mean, you already know the situation here, and, but it's creepy. It's so creepy, you guys. It reminds me of when, and I did a chakra video earlier on something else on another channel, and it was saying how my crown chakra was low, as far as spirituality, whatever, and that I don't believe in. I do believe in spirituality. I don't necessarily say paranormal because everything is normal. It's just that what you're accustomed to or not. But and I didn't tell y'all to that older white lady like months ago. Like there was stuff happening, like people's cars were breaking down back to back. They're just old lemons, that's why they're breaking down. But she actually was just like blaming on me. I was like, how can I be responsible for that? She was just like, well, you must be praying to, she was like, you know, saying that I was like doing something um negative spiritual stuff. I was like, what the heck? It was crazy. Um, I don't know if I vlogged about it, but I just wanted to share that because I needed to. document that somewhere. Because that is just like, so I don't know, it may just be the change in time because I saw some stuff about that too, but it's crazy, you guys. But anyways, God bless and peace.